The Sahara Desert, the largest hot desert on Earth, has been completely sealed off. What discovery could be so shocking that it forced scientists and leaders to shut down this vast 9 million square kilometer wilderness? This is no ordinary find. It's something extraordinary and potentially dangerous, halting tourism, stopping research, and plunging local communities into uncertainty. Authorities stay silent, but the impact is enormous. Today, the truth buried beneath the endless dunes will finally be revealed. Let's start. The Sahara Desert is unimaginably vast, covering over 9 million square kilometers, larger than the continent of Australia. But it wasn't always a desert. About 10,000 years ago, the Sahara was a lush, green landscape filled with grasslands, lakes, and rivers where hippos, elephants, and early humans thrived. This vibrant past is recorded in rock art depicting people living alongside now extinct animals. However, a rapid climate shift caused by changes in Earth's orbit stopped the rains, dried the rivers, and turned the region into the desert we see today. This history helps explain why the recent discovery beneath the Sahara is so extraordinary. The desert has long concealed secrets of lost civilizations, and the latest find surpasses anything archaeologists expected. What emotions does it stir in you to learn that massive climate shifts transformed such a green landscape into a harsh desert? Comment and chat with me. The discovery that closed the Sahara Desert began as a routine scientific expedition. Early one morning, a team led by archaeologist Dr. Amelia Sanders set out, joined by geologist Dr. Rash Patel and climatologist Dr. Lila Chen. They brought advanced technology, including satellite images that revealed unusual, organized formations beneath the sand in a remote area, unlike anything in the archaeological record. Using ground-penetrating radar, they uncovered not just one structure but an immense complex buried under layers of sand. As they excavated, their excitement turned to awe and disbelief. The first reveal was a massive stone entrance, partially collapsed but striking. Its precise craftsmanship seemed impossible for the era too. Yet this was only the beginning. The team's discovery will forever change our understanding of ancient civilizations. As they removed sand and debris, they realized this was not just a single building but an entire underground city, perfectly preserved for thousands of years by the desert sands. The architecture was stunning and unlike anything seen before. Massive stone buildings rose from the site, their walls covered in intricate carvings and reliefs. These carvings depicted almost human figures with elongated limbs and large eyes. Some seemed to wear advanced clothing or even technological devices. Inside, chambers held artifacts that challenged all previous ideas about ancient technology. Tools made from unusual materials were found. The advanced metallurgy baffled modern scientists, as they could not identify the exact composition of some items. Most fascinating were the symbols on the walls. They were not hieroglyphs or known scripts. Instead, these geometric, precise symbols followed patterns suggesting advanced knowledge of mathematics and possibly astronomy. The team also uncovered what looked like mechanical devices. These complex mechanisms had gears and chambers, indicating engineering skills not thought possible in that era. Dr. Sanders described the discovery as like finding Atlantis in the desert. The preservation was so detailed that daily life was visible. The city had living quarters, communal spaces, and areas likely used for ceremonies. The scale was enormous. The complex covered several square kilometers, larger than many modern cities. This was not a simple settlement, but a vast urban center hidden from history. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. It helps support the channel, and I'm excited to continue bringing you more great content. The discovery sent shockwaves through science and beyond. If the structures and artifacts were real, they could rewrite human history. This was potential proof of a lost civilization with advanced knowledge and technology far older than any known ancient culture by thousands of years. This challenges what we know about human evolution and technology. Until now, early civilizations like Egypt and Mesopotamia were thought to be the first with complex technologies and cities. But this find suggests an even earlier, more advanced society existed, with knowledge we are only beginning to grasp. Dr. Chen's climate study added another surprise. The region, now harsh and desert-like, once had a very different environment. It was once fertile with plenty of water, making it ideal for supporting a large population. This could explain how such an advanced civilization thrived. The team felt a mix of excitement and confusion. For Dr. Sanders, it was a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Yet many questions arose. How had this advanced society stayed hidden? What had happened to its people? And what other secrets might lie buried beneath deserts worldwide? The team acted carefully. They secured the site and began thorough documentation. They knew their discovery could change everything we understand about history, but it needed protection and proper study first. Keeping it secret, however, was impossible. Excited graduate students shared cryptic posts on social media. Within hours, local media picked up the story, and soon it spread worldwide. Media coverage was intense and often sensational. Headlines called it Lost Atlantis found under Sahara, and alien technology discovered in desert. Reporters rushed to nearby cities to get closer to the site. Public curiosity exploded, with widespread speculation about what the discovery meant. Many theorized it was an ancient advanced civilization wiped out by disaster. Others even claimed proof of alien contact with early humans. Conspiracy theories multiplied rapidly, each more elaborate than the last. Social media was flooded with debates, theories, and demands for more information. Meanwhile, scientists and historians urged caution. They stressed the need for careful research and peer review before concluding. But the world's imagination had already been captured. Everyone wanted answers, answers that the scientific team was not yet ready to give. As media attention grew, the situation at the site worsened quickly. The scientific team issued a formal statement about their discovery. They stressed the importance of careful, methodical study and promised to share findings once solid data were available. Soon, troubling reports emerged. Several team members fell ill after staying in certain underground chambers. Their symptoms were strange and unexplained: severe headaches, disorientation, and auditory hallucinations. Strange electromagnetic disturbances were also reported. Electronics malfunctioned or shut down near the site, especially in specific areas. The local guides, once excited, grew uneasy. They shared stories of ancient curses and warnings passed through generations. The problem escalated as unauthorized visitors tried reaching the site. Treasure hunters, amateur archaeologists, and curious adventurers ventured into the harsh desert. This endangered the fragile archaeological site and put these unprepared visitors at serious risk. Governments responded strongly. Because the site spanned multiple national borders, a joint international task force was formed. They declared a strict no-go zone around the entire area. Just 1 week after the discovery went public, access to a vast stretch of the Sahara Desert, including the site and a large buffer zone, was completely banned. All tourism was halted, research projects paused, and a significant military presence was deployed to enforce the restrictions. The closure had immediate effects. Tourism businesses based on desert expeditions lost all their customers overnight. Local communities, whose incomes depended on guiding visitors, faced sudden economic hardship. Years of research abruptly ended. The financial impact was huge. Tourism in the affected nations lost an estimated $2.3 billion in the first year alone. Hotels, tour companies, and local businesses had to lay off thousands of workers. The ripple effects touched airlines, travel agencies, and equipment suppliers as well. Despite the hardships, authorities insisted the closure was necessary. They cited the need to preserve one of humanity's most important archaeological discoveries and protect the safety of researchers and the public. After the initial chaos had settled and security was established, an international team of experts was formed to study the discovery. This team was exceptional, including leading archaeologists, historians, linguists, engineers, and scientists from many fields around the world. Dr. Sanders and her original team joined specialists from top universities and research institutions. The effort became one of the largest archaeological collaborations in history, with experts working non-stop to uncover the secrets of this ancient civilization. The early results were groundbreaking. Radiocarbon dating of organic materials showed that the civilization existed more than 12,000 years ago. This made it much older than the earliest known advanced cultures of Egypt and Mesopotamia, pushing back our timeline of technological development by thousands of years. Dr. Patel's geological study revealed that the materials used in construction were not native to the Sahara. The stones had mineral compositions indicating they came from locations hundreds or even thousands of miles away. This suggested the existence of complex trade networks or migration routes far more advanced than previously thought possible. Engineering analysis revealed construction techniques far beyond what was expected for the era. The stonework was extremely precise, the underground ventilation systems highly complex, and the water management infrastructure sophisticated. These details challenged conventional ideas about ancient technological capabilities. Dr. Chen's climate research provided crucial context for how the civilization thrived there. Her findings confirmed the Sahara was lush and green at the time, with extensive rivers, large freshwater lakes, and a climate ideal for supporting a large population. The most fascinating discoveries came from linguistic analysis of symbols and writing found throughout the site. The geometric patterns and mathematical relationships within the script suggested advanced knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and possibly physics, principles not formally known to modern science until centuries later. Several theories emerged. One proposed that the civilization had advanced agricultural and water management skills, allowing them to survive even as the climate changed. They may have developed desert survival techniques that were lost when the civilization vanished. Another theory focused on a catastrophic event causing the sudden abandonment of the city. Evidence suggested the population disappeared abruptly, which could explain why such an advanced culture left no clear trace in historical records. The discovery and closure of the Sahara site sparked serious environmental concerns beyond its archaeological importance. Though harsh, the Sahara Desert is a fragile ecosystem with unique plants and animals adapted to its extreme conditions. The sudden arrival of researchers, military forces, and supporting infrastructure threatened to disrupt this delicate balance. Environmental scientists warned about the impact of large-scale excavation. The desert ecosystem had remained mostly untouched for thousands of years. Bringing in heavy machinery, temporary buildings, and more human activity risked harming species evolved specifically for this environment. Contamination was a top concern. The ancient city had been sealed for more than 12,000 years. Introducing modern bacteria, pollutants, or other contaminants could destroy organic materials and priceless artifacts preserved by the desert. It was like opening an irreplaceable time capsule that could never be closed. But contamination risk went both ways. Scientists feared that dangerous ancient pathogens or microorganisms might be released from the site. Some initial team members had fallen ill with mysterious symptoms, increasing worries about possible biohazards. Dr. Chen's climate research added another layer of concern. If the Sahara had undergone dramatic changes in the past, what might lie ahead? Historical climate data from the site raised questions about how stable the region's current climate is. Some climatologists speculated the Sahara might soon face another major transformation. The desert experienced cycles of wet and dry periods over many thousands of years. If this pattern continued, the Sahara could become fertile again, with huge effects on global weather, agriculture, and human migration. The environmental impact stretched well beyond the immediate area. The Sahara plays a vital role in global climate systems. Its sand supplies nutrients to the Amazon rainforest via the atmosphere, and its heat influences weather across Africa and beyond. Changes to this desert ecosystem could affect the entire planet. Environmental groups pushed for strict rules to reduce research impact. They demanded non-invasive excavation methods whenever possible, thorough environmental assessments before any major work, and strong protections for the existing ecosystem. Finally, the discovery raised questions about other hidden sites under deserts worldwide. If such an advanced civilization stayed undiscovered beneath the Sahara for so long, what secrets might the Gobi, Atacama, or Australian outback still hold? The potential for global archaeological discoveries and the need for careful environmental protection were immense. What other deserts in the world do you think might hold lost civilizations, and how should we approach their exploration? The discovery's vast scale demanded unprecedented international cooperation. Within days of the news, a complex network of governments, organizations, and scientific institutions joined to manage the situation. Local authorities responded first, but soon realized the challenge was beyond their capacity. All countries bordering the Sahara Desert were notified and asked to coordinate. These included Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan, Tunisia, and Western Sahara. Each nation mobilized resources to protect its desert territory. Military units set up security perimeters, while specialized archaeological and scientific teams supported research. Managing personnel, equipment, and supplies across this remote and harsh terrain posed huge logistical challenges. International organizations quickly got involved. UNESCO offered expertise on protecting potential World Heritage sites. Their involvement raised the discovery to global significance and helped create protocols for studying and preserving the site. The World Health Organization joined due to illnesses affecting some researchers. They sent epidemiologists and medical experts to assess health risks and develop safety measures for those working on site. Security was the top priority from the start. A comprehensive perimeter was established to prevent unauthorized access and guard against looting or damage. Military units from several countries worked together to set up checkpoints, patrol routes, and surveillance across hundreds of square kilometers. Security also included protecting sensitive digital data. Cybersecurity experts were brought in to safeguard research documentation from unauthorized access. The discovery's importance made it a potential target for groups with various agendas. Nearby local populations were temporarily relocated as a precaution against unknown site risks and to create a wider buffer zone. This process affected thousands, including nomadic tribes with generational ties to the desert. Families received temporary housing and compensation, but cultural knowledge was sidelined in favor of security. Access to the site was tightly controlled. Only approved researchers and officials could enter. Everyone had to pass background checks, medical exams, and safety training. Strict protocols ensured minimal environmental impact and personal safety during work at the site. Managing public information proved one of the toughest challenges. The early media frenzy had created a huge demand for details, but authorities aimed to prevent misinformation and protect the scientific process. They developed a coordinated communication strategy involving governments, international bodies, and scientists. The goal was to give regular updates while maintaining research integrity and curbing false theories and conspiracy claims. Official press conferences happened about every 2 weeks. Authorized spokespersons shared verified progress updates and answered media questions. These briefings were carefully scripted to avoid speculation. Social media posed a special challenge. The initial leak had come there, and platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram remained full of rumors and supposed insider info. A dedicated communications team monitored these channels and countered false information when needed. Public education campaigns stressed the discovery's significance and the importance of allowing science to proceed without interference. They urged patience and warned against jumping to conclusions without full evidence. Information centers and helplines were set up in major cities near the site. People could call or visit for accurate, updated news. These centers also helped officials track public concerns and answer local questions. Academic publishing was tightly controlled. A moratorium halted the release of research until findings underwent full peer review and verification. Though controversial, this was necessary to prevent premature or incorrect conclusions. Despite efforts, conspiracy theories persisted. Some claimed the discovery proved ancient alien visits. Others said it showed a lost advanced human civilization hidden from history. More extreme theories argued the site's closure was a cover-up of something even bigger. The Sahara discovery's impact reached far beyond the affected countries, influencing global politics, economics, and science in unexpected ways. It created a new field of study demanding unprecedented international cooperation and resources. Economically, the discovery had mixed effects worldwide. While the local region suffered major losses from halted tourism, other sectors benefited. Companies producing ground-penetrating radar, archaeological tools, and desert survival gear saw soaring stock prices as governments and institutions invested heavily in new technology. The find sparked a global surge in archaeological research. Governments and private investors funded expeditions to remote areas, hoping to uncover similar sites. Desert regions worldwide became hotbeds of scientific exploration, creating thousands of jobs for researchers, technicians, and support personnel. Universities developed new programs focused on ancient civilizations and advanced archaeological methods. Demand for experts in ancient languages, desert geology, and preservation science skyrocketed, leading to a renaissance in these specialized fields. Geopolitically, the nations surrounding the discovery gained unprecedented international attention and cooperation opportunities. This fostered new diplomatic relationships and partnerships extending beyond archaeology. The finding also influenced international law. Its unique nature and the required collaboration led to new protocols for managing archaeological sites spanning national borders. These protocols will likely shape how future discoveries are handled. Scientifically, the discovery challenged existing ideas about human migration in early civilization. An advanced society in North Africa 12,000 years ago implied a far more complex technological and cultural evolution than previously believed, affecting anthropology, archaeology, and evolutionary biology. Religious and philosophical communities worldwide also debated the discovery's meaning. Some saw it as confirming ancient texts or oral traditions about lost advanced civilizations. Others saw it as a challenge to established religious histories and beliefs about human development. Ultimately, the discovery raised profound questions about what other secrets lie beneath the Earth's surface. If such an advanced culture remained hidden for thousands of years, what else might we not yet understand about our past and our potential? Subscribe now for more mind-opening stories about lost civilizations and Earth's deepest secrets. You won't want to miss what's next. 3 years after the discovery, the Sahara project has become one of the most advanced archaeological efforts ever. Over 300 specialists from 47 countries work together, making it a global scientific collaboration. Research methods combine traditional archaeology with cutting-edge technology to minimize site disturbance while maximizing data. Advanced three-dimensional mapping creates detailed models of the underground complex without heavy excavation. Ground-penetrating radar, with custom equipment, reveals the city extends far deeper than first thought, with parts over 30 meters below the surface. Drones equipped with sensors continuously monitor temperature, humidity, air quality, and electromagnetic fields, uncovering patterns that old methods missed. Linguists and cryptographers use advanced algorithms to analyze the ancient script. Though a full translation is incomplete, they have identified numerical systems, astronomical references, and mathematical formulas. Analysis of mysterious mechanical devices revealed intricate mechanisms, using engineering principles unknown until the Industrial Revolution. Metallurgical studies found alloys impossible to produce 12,000 years ago, some containing trace elements not native to the Sahara, suggesting lost trade networks or extraction techniques. Dr. Chen's climate research shows the area once had large rivers, forests, and a Mediterranean-like climate. The shift to desert happened faster than scientists expected. Health issues from earlier research were linked to electromagnetic fields from ancient materials and dormant microorganisms. Real-time medical monitoring now tracks workers' health, improving safety and offering insights into human responses to these conditions. Preservation efforts include climate-controlled chambers to maintain artifact conditions and prevent damage during study. Digital preservation uses high-resolution imaging to document every detail, creating a permanent record for future research. Satellite and ground surveys uncovered nearby potential sites. These are studied with non-invasive methods to preserve them. International collaboration is at an all-time high, with researchers sharing data and resources more than ever. This project sets a new standard for global cooperation in archaeology. Several theories have emerged to explain this mysterious civilization, each supported by different evidence, but none fully explains all aspects. The advanced ancient civilization theory suggests humans developed complex technology over 12,000 years ago in the fertile green Sahara. This civilization mastered metallurgy, engineering, and mathematics, but lost knowledge when climate change forced abandonment. The lost knowledge theory argues that the civilization had advanced scientific discoveries far ahead of its time. Rapid climate change led to sudden desertification and abandonment, causing their advanced skills to vanish without being passed on. The climate catastrophe theory focuses on swift environmental change that made the region uninhabitable. The civilization thrived during the Green Sahara but was wiped out before knowledge or population could survive elsewhere, explaining the lack of historical traces. The multiple civilization theory proposes that the site was home to several different groups over thousands of years. Variations in architecture and artifacts reflect these successive occupations and changes during the Green Sahara period. The most controversial, the external contact theory, suggests outside influences, possibly non-human, contributed to the civilization's advanced technology and knowledge. Supporters cite the extraordinary achievements and unusual artistic depictions. However, most researchers demand strong evidence and prefer conventional explanations. These competing theories drive ongoing research. Each new finding supports some ideas while challenging others, keeping scientific discussions active about the true nature of this remarkable discovery. The Sahara Desert discovery has reshaped our understanding of human history and technology. What started as a routine dig became one of the most important scientific finds, challenging what we know about ancient civilizations. What do you think? Could other advanced civilizations be hidden in the world's deserts? Share your thoughts below and subscribe for more amazing stories about our mysterious past. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.